With the backdrop of President Trump saying he's going to be sending federal troops to Chicago by the end of the week, it reminded me of the fact that I lived in Chicago. And when you're looking at something like Chicago, a city that has been occupied militarily in 1968 after the assassination of Dr. King, a city that is wrought by gun violence, even though you cannot buy a gun in Chicago or anywhere near Chicago. You have to cross the state lines to a state like Indiana, where the majority of the guns used in crime there happen. The fact that not one bullet, not one gun is manufactured by a black person in Chicago. The fact that not 1 gram of crack or cocaine is being produced by black people, it all has to be imported. The fact that every piece of crime that we talk about is something directly injected into our community. So yet and still is the determination of this administration that the best way to combat crime is not to fix the problems that exist, but rather simply to send in the troops to subjugate those populations. And I told you weeks ago, it's going to be a slow-rolling authoritarian takeover. You have a tribal leader in Los Angeles. You see that the people will riot. You come down a little bit harder in D.C. You see what people are going to do. You do a full-blown military occupation of Chicago to see if folks revolt. And we're seeing this again and again. The President of the United States now controls the media. He can get late-night talk show hosts fired. He can get entire shows canceled. Controls law firms. He sued them all. And if you come against him, he will destroy you. He controls universities and their curriculum. They are paying him to bow down to his needs. Controls the major corporations. No one can advertise against Trump right now or face complete and utter devastation of the power of the federal government. He controls the court system. 6-3 justices on the Supreme Court, hundreds of federal court judges. He controls the Congress. As we saw during the passage of the big, beautiful bill, whether these people believe in or agree with what Trump says or not, he will control that Republican majority with an iron fist. He controls the military. He can deploy them into cities and states against the will of local leaders and even attack Venezuela randomly with no recourse on the global stage. Controls our economy, buying 15% stake in companies like Intel and other tech companies. If you want to do any business internationally, you have to go through the big guy. Controls international relations, receiving billions of dollars from Qatar, and from Saudi Arabia, and from any nation that wants to do business with the United States of America. What exactly do you need to believe that you have a dictator? Like what additional information, what additional facts do you need to tell you that we maybe have crossed that Rubicon and we are on the other side? If you don't see it now, you're going to see it when they take Chicago.